Good morning, boys and girls.
And welcome to another adventure with Jim and Karen.
Where we at today?
We're in
Bugs.
Snoqualmie.
Middle Fork, Snoqualmie River.
Right, that's the trail we're taking.
In the Snoqualmie Mount Baker National Forest.
Right, Washington State.
Yep. So we're in the trailhead. This is a nice little trailhead here. Lots of cars. A room for lots of cars. There's also a big parking lot right over there. So we're going to assume that this is going to get busy.
Yep.
So we're going to take the Middle Fork Trail all the way up. It goes way up there. I think we're not sure how far we're going to go. We'll find out and see. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Beautiful trail to start with. Immediately you're going to come up onto the bridge to cross the river. Neat bridge. We'll take a look at the river here. This is called a suspension bridge. I guess not what I anticipated, but it sure is pretty. There's the river. It's flowing pretty good. It's supposed to be a nice day. I guess we'll see. All right, so after you cross the creek, or sorry, river, if you go to the right, it'll go to Pratt Creek. And if you go to the left, it'll go up the Middle Fork. So we're gonna go to the left. Somebody stole the sign, I see. Wow. Doesn't take long for the beauty to set in. So we have another river coming in here. Yeah, there's snow up there. And the Middle Fork's coming through here. Man, that is some deep water. I just heard a big thump. This is really pretty back in here. How green everything is. Right along next to the river. Seems to be quite a few trails leading down the river. We never did figure out what that big thump was. All right, let's keep moving. All right, folks, we're a half mile in and we've wandered away from the river. Got a little tiny stream crossing here.
Ooh, walk through.
All right, perfect opportunity to walk through and get all the mud off your shoes. But we are in the Pacific Northwest, so get used to the mud.
There's coming up.
Mosquitoes are starting to, wow, look at that straight up there. Side of that cliff. There's a cave or something up there too. Mosquitoes are getting a little annoying here. But it is wet and damp, so I can understand why. All right, boys and girls, we're just hit that mile mark. River's still down there. Lots of ferns and lots of berries. The trail basically is up and down, up and down, up and down, so it's not too bad.
And very beautiful.
Very beautiful, yep. All the greenery, you can see the mountains up there, the cliffs. We've passed, I went across, I don't know how many of these bridges. Only a couple of them have water in them. That's standing water.
More stairs.
And quite a few little stair areas. Getting them water features. All right, boys and girls, a little over a mile. It's going to start to open up. You see the cliffs on that side, cliffs on that side. We're climbing uphill. We're getting further away from the river. We will go back. See, the trail keeps climbing up there. Sure is beautiful out here. Haven't seen any critters yet except skeeters and birds. All right, guess we're gonna start climbing more, huh? Some deer tracks down there. Up we go. This is pretty. What do you think, Boo Boo?
I'm loving it. beautiful out here.
Alright guys, we started down there where that big rock's at. Switched back our way back. A little narrow, but not bad.
As long as you don't meet any bikers or horses.
Right, Karen says as long as you don't meet any bikers or horses, you're fine. Looks like it's gonna level out here. Sure is pretty. Sun's trying to break through. Alright, let's head downhill here soon, hopefully. Alright folks, a little view area. If you look right up there, don't know if you can see it through the clouds, you can see the two peaks.
I'm going to see one now.
Yeah, you can only see one now. Looking down there for some critters. This trail looks amazing.
Yes, it does.
That's steep. Hear the birds now. Alright folks, we're at 1.7. Looks like we're going to come up on our first little stream crossing. Not a very big one, but still beautiful all the same. It's pretty to hear the water out here. This trail is lined with berries, by the way. All the shrooms on that tree. So as we're walking through the forest here, notice what looks like an old railroad tie there. An I-beam for a bridge, one of the two. Another little creek crossing. Flowing a little better. Up we go. Cross that little creek, and you can see them points now. And the birds up there up top.
Wow.
All right, 2 mile mark. Gonna come across a little bridge and a creek. You can hear the water coming down. Little tiny waterfall. Good place to step in and get all the mud off your shoes.
Oh, look at that.
Another little stream crossing without a bridge. Sure does look pretty. Flowers on the berries. This is amazing. Look at those views through the trees. Okay, boys and girls, we're at 2.5. This is 9 Hour Creek here. Wow, that sure is pretty down there. So somewhere up there is a lake. I'm assuming it's 9 Hour Lake, I don't know. But this runs right on down in there. Nice little water features. All right, we're getting closer. All right, boys and girls, we're at 2.8. Thanks. And we've come across another stream crossing here. This one without a bridge. Get your feet wet. It's not that deep. Sure does look pretty though. The waterfalls up in there. Goes on down. That feels good on the feet too. All right, and turn this off, sun's blinding you. All right guys, that's crossing that creek. Come to the mud.
Lots of it.
Yeah, this isn't bad here. We just crossed a big, whole thing was thick mud, but you're in the Pacific Northwest though. Get used to it. Besides that, we should be at the river. We can wash our feet off here soon. We're gradually heading back to the left towards the river. So hopefully soon we'll see it. A lot of wet, look at all the skunk cabbage. It's really moist up here. Mosquitoes know it too. So we're at 3.3 now. We're heading back towards the river. And look at those views. This thing's obviously blocked off. So we're gonna go up this way. There's a trail down there. All right, up we go. Okay, so that trail that we just passed that was blocked off was the same trail that all trail shows you going down towards the water. But apparently Forest Service got it blocked off. So we're gonna follow this one, and it's the alternate route. It's gonna take us to the same place. We just have to go up and over. Mud. Okay, boys and girls, so we're at the 4-mile mark now, and I did not see where that one trail that went to left this block came back and rejoined this one. So I'm not sure if it was washed out and that's why they had it that way or what, but we're getting really close to the river again after going up and over. Hopefully get right down to its edges. We'll find out and let you know. All right, folks, so after you cross the 4-mile mark, get back down the river. So far, the path is walking right alongside the river. Plenty of views. That's gonna put a lot of weight in the GoPro. I'm turning around the other way. There you go. And them views up there. What do you think, boo-boo?
Loving it. Beautiful out.
It is. All right. We're at 4.8. We're coming up on Cripple Creek. Sure, I'm glad this one has a bridge. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to cross that one. Oh, check it out, Waterfall. Wow. Don't lean there. Look at that. Yep. Sure am glad they got a bridge for this one. Isn't that beautiful? Nice little picnic spot right down there. All right, we got about 0.8 of a mile before we hit the camping area. We'll see. One last look. Look at that. That's amazing. All right, let's get it done. All right, folks, 5.7. See the camp sign for the Middle Fork Backcountry Camp. We're gonna find a spot down there somewhere and take a chill pill. And down we go. People out here camping. All right, see you at the bottom. All right, so we made it to down the hill. I went that way first. It just leads this little creek. There's the main river. Don't be a Nancy and put your tent right smack dab in the middle of the trail. There was 2 of them that way. Oh well, went around it. Sorry. I was polite and said knock knock, we're going around the back of your tent. A little bench here. Gonna sit over here and find us a picnic lunch spot. All right. All right, so this looks like a good spot as any. That's right where the river forks. It'll join back around there a little bit. Let's sit here and have us a picnic lunch before we head back. All right, folks, time to head back. What do you think, boo-boo?
I loved it. This is a great hike.
It is. Sun's out. No clouds in the sky. Although I'm keeping my overshirt on because I know we're going to hit mosquito land here soon.
Right.
All right. We'll see if we see anything interesting on the way back. All right, folks, so as you're walking through this beautiful forest, on the way up, I happen to notice there's number 5 there. So I looked at my GPS, and that was exactly 5 miles. That's the only one I've seen, so I don't know if they I missed it, or missed them, or they just do it once every 5 miles. I don't know. But it's pretty neat how it's right on target. All right, we're coming back up on Cripple Creek. I'm gonna call it Cripple Creek Falls real shortly. Check a look at that. Isn't that a rush? Pun is intended.
Right?
I had no idea this waterfall was here because all the YouTube things I've watched didn't show anything except the bridge up front. Wow. I guess if we go up further we can see the where it goes up the canyon. Check out what's coming out the canyon up there. That's one hell of a water slide. Not for me. All right, little view of the river on the way back. Now the clouds have lifted. Look at that beautiful water, how clear that is. That's amazing. There's snow way up there. All right. All right, folks, so on the way up, I tried one little trail, went to the left and they had it closed. And we couldn't find it. The other end going back. That's what it looks like. The one to the right there, we searched for and searched for and we couldn't find it. But the one on the left-hand side over here, right there, is blocked off. So up the mountain we go. Whoop. All right, folks, here's the view without the clouds. Get over here. Check it out.
This is so worth it. See it?
All right, folks, we're back to the creek crossing. I think we're going to hang tight here though because there's a elderly lady behind us. Look at that view. And I want to make sure she gets across this creek all right. All right. See you in a little bit. All right, folks, we just hit the 9-mile mark. We're heading back. And every so often, All Trails keeps beeping at me, telling me I'm off course.
Yeah.
From their initial course, but if you look right down there, you probably can't see it. There's an old trail. Because there was an old dilapidated bridge all torn up we saw down there earlier. So, they should really update their maps for as much money as they're getting off of us.
Right.
And everybody else. Okay, enough of that. Almost done. Okay, heading off the top of the hill. This is the only spot where you can see it carved right through the side of the mountain to make it. Cutting off the roots, hitting the rocks. Switchback City. We're almost down though. Here comes Boo Boo. All right, folks, we're almost back. This is where Taylor River meets the Snoqualmie River. And they all join up. Which means the bridge should be right around the corner somewhere. And look at that water. Isn't that beautiful? We got snow up there. Yep. You can't know if you can see it. I can see it. There's a bridge right there in front of us. Up there. All right, we'll see you back at Fiona. All right, boys and girls, that wraps up yet another adventure
With Jim and Karen. So today we did Snoqualmie, Middle Fork.
Yep.
And we did 10.48 miles, 1723 in elevation.
Yep. Beautiful hike.
Beautiful hike. Felt it though. Believe me, I felt it. A lot of it's through the forest, and you get open areas and what have you. There's like, I don't know, 4 or 5 creek crossings. Only one you get to get your feet wet, and that was really fun. I enjoyed that part.
Yep.
So that made #1 of my favorites of this hike.
There's a waterfall there.
There's a waterfall at Cripple Creek.
Yep.
And it is an amazing waterfall.
We saw like 3 or 4 YouTubes on this hike, and all it ever shows is the river and the bridge. There's a lot more involved.
There is.
I had
I
no
mean-
idea the waterfall was there.
Even following the river, the colors of the river were just beautiful, and then you had certain times you had the background of the mountains. Just amazing. It really was.
Good day.
It was. And then on our way back, we met this little old lady, probably 70s,
80s.
late 70s, 80s. Her name was Lois, and she looked familiar to me. A little shorter and chubbier, but yeah. 4 years ago, Rachel Lake, we helped an old lady come down the mountain. Her name was Lois.
And she had like a 50-pound backpack on. And the lady in front of us that was hiking says, basically, move over. And she tried to step to the side and almost fell. So that's when we were behind her. We picked her, I carried her backpack down.
And I
We
stayed.
got back way after dark.
Yeah, I stayed with her. Jim went down with the backpack.
Yeah.
But so,
And I
not
said,
sure.
that looks familiar. She looks familiar.
Yeah, she does. She looks really familiar
So
to
we
me.
helped her across the creek.
Yep. And now we're waiting for her to make sure she gets back okay because her hips were hurting.
I'm going to get ready to go back. She's not back here soon. But anyways,
It was an amazing hike. Beautiful day. We had beautiful weather. You need to come out and do this one. Make
Yep.
sure you get all the way to Cripple Creek, though. Otherwise, you're going to miss the waterfall.
Yep.
So,
all right, until next time.
God bless, be safe, and go take a hike.